AIM is finally dead, McDonald's is going McVegan, and Szechuan sauce, well, we'll be covering it all. This is Internews. Internews is back to give you some hot takes on the latest internet happenings. I'm Stefan, your guide on this journey. And yes, before you ask, I am a CGI creation played by Andy Serkis. Let's get to the stories. Have the basic white girls finally snapped, or is Starbucks simply getting creative with their advertising approaches? It was reported that a Baltimore high school was evacuated last Thursday in response to a strange odor. The culprit? A pumpkin spice air freshener. Students and staff at Cristo Rey Jesuit High School noticed the unusual smell around 2 p.m. But rather than feeling the autumn spirit, many reported feeling ill from the mystery scent. An emergency response team, now known as the Sweater Weather Protocol, was put into action. Authorities arrived around 2:25 p.m., including a hazmat team to check the air quality. After 3 negative readings for these tests, the fire department discovered the source of the problem to be a plug-in air freshener. The festive freshener may have had defective wiring, which caused the adverse smell. After the 200-plus students and faculty were evacuated, several were looked over by EMTs. 5 people were taken to the hospital after complaints of headaches and nausea. In a strange coincidence, similar complaints were made regarding some of Starbucks' promotional drinks. While the unicorn drink was a big hit, its cousin, the horse tranquilizer Frappuccino, wasn't quite as popular. General Mills is back in the spotlight. After 2 years of all-natural fraudulence, in 2015, the company announced that they would be switching over to natural colors and flavors derived from ingredients like radishes, carrots, and turmeric. If any of those sound familiar to you, you're probably thinking of salad. Yeah, that's right. Good morning, son. How about I pour you a nice bowl of salad to start your day? Ridiculous. Not only did my cereal taste like the compost bin at a Whole Foods, the colors weren't nearly vibrant enough. I won't be robbed of that eerie glow in my morning bowl and the weird color pea that comes with it. Thankfully, the complaints knocked some sense back into General Mills. I'm tired of waking up to a dull-looking bowl of cereal that looks like a smelly Chuck E. Cheese ball pit. Well, we can't always get what we want, but we've gotten what we need. I've missed my daily dose of high fructose corn syrup, whatever that is. Another PR disaster is around the corner. Apple's iPhone 8 is looking pretty problematic. Some users of the iPhone are reporting that their batteries have become swollen. Now, I'm a little concerned because the last time that we talked about batteries on the show, it was the Galaxy Note 7 bursting into flames. And wouldn't you know it, the iPhone 8 has batteries made from, come on, it's not that hard to guess, Samsung. Yay! I'd rather not suffer from serious burns and the loss of another phone. I've already had enough trouble dropping my phone on the concrete outside of Anson. So please, Apple, fix this. Meaning, stop using Samsung for their batteries. I don't want to burn and die for your newest capitalist gain. I think it's about time to hear some entertainment news. And who better to cover it than everyone's favorite Netflix binge watcher, Marissa.
Thanks, Stefan. It's not that bad. I just watched an entire season of Grey's Anatomy today, and let me tell you, it was totally worth it. But my Netflix paradise might be coming to an end soon. A battle of the streaming services is raging. Netflix recently announced a membership pricing increase that is leading customers to think the service isn't as chill as it used to be. While Netflix is busy raising prices to maintain their massive original content budget, competitors are wasting no time in taking advantage of the bad press. Disney revealed their plans for a standalone streaming service with all Disney content, including Star Wars and Marvel. Meanwhile, Fox is kicking Netflix while they're down by pulling their content to make it available for streaming on Hulu instead. What can we take away from all this? Well, irony. After all, didn't people begin spending money on streaming services to save money? Between all these pricing increases and the consistent removal of quality content, soon there won't be much of a difference between streaming and cable TV. It's times like these when I really start to miss Blockbuster. Their fate was sealed by those red devils, Netflix and Redbox. Curse humanity's appetite for the bigger and the better. They were gone too soon, but may that shining beacon of blue and gold always live in our hearts. Oh, where was I? Back to Netflix, yes. Is it possible that their greed will get the best of them? Will they share the same fate as our dearly departed Blockbuster? What's next in the world of on-demand video streaming? Will cable prove itself to be obsolete entirely? Only time will tell. While I'm debating my Netflix subscription is worth it, I know there will be something coming up I can keep rewatching forever. Let's talk about our major takeaways from the new Star Wars trailer. Spoilers ahead. Let's start with the undeniable fact that Rey is a badass. Only more badass is General Leia. My heart sunk as soon as I saw her. I really have no idea what's going to happen to Leia now that Carrie Fisher is dead. R.I.P. Carrie Fisher. No matter what, she will forever be our princess and our general. On the lighter side, there is the newest sensation sweeping the nation. Move aside Ewoks and BB-8, it's time for porks. But the real question is, did you get your tickets yet? Fandango went down yet again. This has become a yearly tradition for Fandango when a Star Wars trailer gets dropped. Oh well, at least I got mine, and I'm hyped to finally see it. December 15th can't come soon enough. Stefan, I know you're giddy with the excitement about the new Last Jedi trailer, but what has been going on in your mind lately?
I'm glad you asked, Marissa. Something has been weighing on my mind lately. Last Tuesday, the nominees for the 2018 Rock Hall of Fame were announced. The nominees included Bon Jovi, Rage Against the Machine, and Radiohead. Many fans of lesser-known bands claim that they weren't given the proper recognition. Quote, "I'm sick of the attention always landing on the mainstream bands," said a distressed fan of the lesser-known dance metal pop band Pop-Tart and the Fart Bunch. Those fucking normies don't get real music. Fans will be given the opportunity to cast their own votes for musical groups like Dire Straits, Judas Priest, The Zombies, and Nina Simone, but unfortunately, groups like A Bunch of Sounds, The Gatorades, Kites, and That Fucking Sun didn't have the same luck. Quote, "Rock is dying out, and when it does, everybody's gonna beg for our help to save it," said Napkin St. Michelson, frontman of jungle funk band Steve. Even Radiohead themselves seemed a bit miffed about the self-affirming tradition for big-name bands. Quote, "We couldn't give a damn about our nomination," remarked frontman Tom York. "But the boys and I grew up on bands that would never make the stage at the Hall of Fame today. We wouldn't be the band we are today without Johnny Johnny Arms So Short." The public outcry is likely to continue until the main event in spring of 2018. And bands like Splat Magoo, A Literal Bag of Magic, and Coldplay were unavailable for comment. You bring the excitement, and I bring the drama. How about that, Marissa?
That sounds about right, but I can't help to think some of those names sound a bit made up. I guess I'll just have to trust you on this. You know what else I can trust? Movie announcements. It was announced on October 4th that the hilarious and adorable and Emmy Award-winning Fox TV series Bob's Burgers will be making an appearance on the silver screen. Undoubtedly, this announcement is the ultimate power move to spite Netflix, which cut their show from their lineup in May. Luckily, according to our inside source, Hulu's still chill with it. With the film's estimated date of arrival being July 17th, 2020, many fans are already excited, especially those at BuzzFeed, who have been writing stories up the wazoo about it. They've even gotten as far to say it's really important news coverage at a time like this. Thanks, BuzzFeed, for always being the true originators of fake news coverage. The movie will be written by the show's brilliant showrunner, Laurent Bushnard, and his writing team. It will be distributed by the 20th Century Fox, who had their hand in creating the clever and crude Simpsons movie back in 2007. The flick will undoubtedly feature the core 5 family members, Bob, Linda, Jean, Tina, and Louise. But considering it is so early in development, no real plot details are out there yet. It will be fun to see a show that is famous for movie references finally make their own movie. In other TV news, Rick and Morty fans were confronted with a bittersweet sensation on October 1st, when the 10th and final episode of the long-awaited 3rd season aired on Adult Swim. For some fans, however, the season finale felt much more bitter than it did sweet. After the episode aired, some fans have been expressing their resentment for how it didn't live up to their hype the creators built up. Immediately after seeing the episode, devoted theorists refused to believe the season could possibly be over. Instead, they took it to the internet with unnecessarily in-depth articles and contentless YouTube videos, claiming the 10th episode was just one big troll. After all, how could the heavily debated smartest show on television have left so many important plot-based questions unanswered? Some fans are holding out hope that the creators will be putting out a Doctor Who-like Christmas special. In the final seconds of the episode, fan favorite character Mr. Poopy Butthole left a hint that his next appearance will take so long he'll have a long Santa beard. It sounds like a stretch to me, but the only thing worse than a die-hard superfan is a die-hard superfan proving you wrong. So let's just say it's too early to tell. Whether you're the multi-universe's biggest Rick and Morty fan or just plain annoyed with how cringy the fandom's become, I think we can all agree on one thing. It doesn't really matter, and you should probably go back to watching TV. Hey, Stefan, what overly complicated Rick and Morty theory do you have kicking around in your mind?
Well, I think I heard that everyone that show is a pickle or something. I can tell you that much. You know what else I could tell you? We've gotten our eyes in the sky watching for this week's greatest memes.
Thanks, Stefan. Welcome to Meme Watch. I'm Des, and I'm always on high alert for the week's hottest memes. Break out your miniature trumpets because spooky memes are on the rise as Halloween looms. Spooky variations of other popular memes have surfaced, including a perfectly low-effort version of Wednesday Skeleton Frog. Friday the 13th just passed in the middle of October, so of course we have to talk about Doot Doot. The Doot skeleton, otherwise known as Spooky Boys, surfaced on YouTube in 2012 when Evanescence was still relevant. Anyway, here's a clip.
Nice legs, Daisy Dukes, makes a man go. That's the way they all come through like.
And edgy means it's finally okay to make fun of Rick and Morty. Rick and Morty fans caused riots and even physically assaulted McDonald's employees over a limited supply of Szechuan sauce, which is referenced in the first episode of Season 3.
I'm driven by finding that McNugget sauce. I want that Mulan McNugget sauce, Morty.
In any type of television worship, there's bound to be a few bad eggs. The lines down the block over some nuggets imply that Rick and Morty fans may not be as smart as they seem. Heading towards clean memes on the barometer, porgs. My producer Mike didn't want to watch the new Star Wars trailer, but apparently porgs are in this week. They most likely showed up in the trailer to sell stuffed animals at Target, but Reddit's Photoshop battles had a blast with them. Our wholesome meme goes out to the little Emerson freshmen who keep wearing sweatpants. Stay classy, folks. Finally, us Emersonians have heard of Elf on a Shelf, but how about... Don't like that? How about... Or maybe... Ooh boy, those memes almost overloaded my barometer. I'll be back next show for another dose of dank memes. Until then, my watch continues. Back to you, Stefan.
After I look at memes, I find myself reflecting on my life. Who am I? Who have I become? Why does Andy Serkis play every single CGI character? So please join me for a moment of reflection and deep warming. Before the days of iMessage and Facebook Messenger, it was a shining beacon of light in the dark ages of communication. But now, the light fades. This is a farewell to AIM. AIM brightened up the lives of many when it was released in 1997 by AOL. It allowed teenagers to chat with their crushes at a time before eggplant and peach emojis. AIM's impact can be seen in any of the messaging services that have now replaced it. AIM brought with it great memories and vicious text fights. There are some who were born after AIM's light started to fade. How can one truly appreciate a star when they have not seen it shine against the quiet night sky? To all who hold online messaging dear, raise a candle to our lost ally. May we now have a moment of silence for that which we lost today. Do not fret, my friends. You do not grieve alone. Let us look back fondly at all that AIM brought us in its glory days. Yes, we'll be spending all of today celebrating the greatness of AIM rather than mourn our loss. we say farewell to AIM. There are many who have thoughts to share on AIM and more. Let's have a listen to what the people on the street have to say.
Hi, I'm Amber Clarvett, and I'm your woman on the street. Today, we're going to be asking people about Szechuan sauce, Netflix, and AIM. Let's check it out. Do you guys know what Szechuan sauce is? No.
Oh, actually, yeah, I heard it. No, I heard about that. It's like the Rick and Morty sauce or whatever.
Yeah, it is.
People are like protesting, right?
Yeah. What do you think about it?
I tried it recently at,
You tried it?
not from McDonald's. They have it actually in the Paramount Cafe.
What?
Yeah.
Oh no.
From what I know, it is a sauce released around the release of the Disney film Mulan, and has recently grown in popularity because of an animated show known as Rick and Morty.
Thoughts?
I think it's a joke that got blown out of proportion. I think people are taking it as an excuse to do whatever they want.
Like what?
Have you seen the footage of the guy get up on the McDonald's counter desk and say, I want Szechuan sauce, give me my Szechuan sauce, and then crumble to the floor?
I've never seen that. Do you want to have it?
No.
I don't either, honestly. Apparently they're selling it on eBay, McDonald's. Yeah.
Yeah, some guy apparently gave up his car for it, which is stupid.
I'm learning something new every single day about this so-called sauce that I just found out about.
Oh,
allegedly, someone got
So
stabbed.
this could be a rumor.
Could be a rumor, but
Or
maybe,
it is a rumor.
maybe someone used the last sauce, stabbed themselves, and like used it as the blood. Next question. You guys, I'm assuming, have Netflix, right?
Yeah. I mean, Netflix and chill. No, you don't.
Netflix and chill. Do you guys know what's happening with Netflix?
No.
Amazon's taking it, right?
No, I think that's Whole Foods. Yeah. Well, apparently they're raising up their prices up $1.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I'm pissed. I'm fucking pissed.
He's fucking pissed, yo. We're not allowed to curse. I don't even know.
Okay.
She doesn't care. She just doesn't care about it, okay? They're raising the price, but you're still gonna use the account.
I mean, the thing is, like, the price for our school is gonna go up thousands of dollars every year. Like,
Okay, now she's getting serious. And do you know what AIM is? Also known as AIM, apparently.
That's the chat
Yeah.
server from earlier
Yeah.
in
Back-
time.
no, back then.
actors in modeling.
Totally not that.
AOL Instant Messenger, and it's shutting down.
Yes,
Yeah.
it's gone, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's tragic.
Closed it. Yeah.
Yeah, they're doing that. Did you happen to have one at all?
I did. My username was monkeyboyr2d2.
Yeah, actually, I think I do, because my AOL at the time was WizKid81 with an H.
Did you happen to have an account when you were, younger?
No.
She just didn't. But if you could have a username, what would it be?
7 Bluey, hit me
No.
up. If I made it when I was younger, it'd probably be Kit Kathleen.
Honestly, like instead of a name, I would just have that photo.
That's a good idea.
Well, one thing's for sure, I'm not sharing my screen name with those guys. Well, I'm Amber Clarvett, and you heard it here on the streets of Emerson, and I think a bird just shit on me. I'm like pretty fucking sure a bird just shit on me. You dude. Dude, what the fuck?
That's a lot to unpack. Well, don't think about AIM too much. Why don't we think towards the future? Elon Musk, CEO of SpaceX, and Tony Stark's real-life counterpart spoke at the International Astronautical Congress in Australia at the end of last month. At the meeting, Musk continued to speak about his well-known dream of reaching Mars, but he also unveiled a new exciting project. SpaceX wants to build a moon base. Kids Next Door fans around the world cheered at Musk's conclusion that it's 2017, we should have a lunar base by now. Musk also spoke about a new rocket that may facilitate future moon colonization attempts, which he called the BFR. The Big Fun Rocket hosts 31 Raptor engines and stands at almost 160 feet tall. To put that into perspective, that's about as tall as the Arc de Triomphe. The rocket also incorporates reusable rocket engine technology, as well as the capability of refueling in Earth's orbit, making outer space travel much more cost-effective when compared to disposable engines. Musk went on to say that The BFR would have space to house over 100 people and could carry up to 150 tons of supplies to Mars. Musk also stated that SpaceX plans on sending 2 BFRs to Mars in 2022. He's confident that they can get the rockets up and running in the short span of 5 years. With confidence like that, it's hard not to be optimistic about going to Mars and beyond in our lifetime. Now that you're feeling optimistic about humanity, it's time we talk about McDonald's. The company's newest menu item just might be a sign of the end of the times. This past week, Mickey D's unveiled what's being called the McVegan burger, a plant-based, soy-based patty on a quarter-pounder bun. If you aren't sold yet, welcome to the club. The so-called burger comes topped with ketchup, mustard, tomato, lettuce, onions, and pickles. The cherry on top, a vegan McFeast sauce. Tastes like you just rolled a burger in a pile of leaves. Now, if you're worried about a horde of vegans getting in between you and your Happy Meal, don't be. The McVegan's currently only available at select chains in Finland. The burger was apparently unleashed in response to customer requests for healthier, vegetarian-friendly options. Those who made the requests must have dialed the wrong number, but it seems McDonald's hasn't gotten the memo. To address the poorly named elephant in the room, the title McVegan was chosen based on a pre-screening of the burger. I guess irony didn't have the same punch to it. But what do you think? Are you a low-quality meat purist, or would you like to be loving it to walk into your local chain and order a piping hot McVegan? Prepare to enter a place no person should go, the weird side of the internet. Beware. This story is not for those who want to go on pretending the internet's a normal place. Terry Crews, former NFL player, actor, and sentient bicep muscle, was recently featured on an episode of the hit YouTube show Hot Ones. Old Spice and Expendables fans rejoiced, as the voice currently boasts a whopping 4.5 million views after only being up for less than a week. With the first We Feast YouTube channel only having 1.9 million subscribers, the video has left many people wondering why Terry Crews is so popular among internet users. The answer is simple: dank memes. Terry's loud and over-the-top acting style has led to the creation of countless memes involving biceps and power, and today's weird YouTube video is no different. Uploaded by user Mao Tendu in 2014, the video Super Spice Bros 2 is a celebration of everything great about Terry Crews, only in the most bizarre way possible. The video depicts an all-out visual assault of muscles and body wash, all while Terry Crews is singing the theme song of Super Mario Bros. 2. A great deal of video and audio editing seems to have been put into the video. The creator even went through the trouble of hand-drawing a Mario costume onto Terry Crews and chroma keying him into a level of Super Mario 64. While the purpose of this labor-intensive video remains a mystery, it continues to be one of the most interesting videos ever to involve the Honorable Terry Crews. Well, that's all we have for you. I really wasn't expecting to feel so sentimental today, but some of these stories really got to me. Am I real? Thank you all so much for watching Internews. We'll see you next time with just as much memes and drama, internet permitting.